Hello, everyone. This is Venus Brown back again with another episode of The Crown. This is season 6, episode 3, Dis-moi oui. Not 100% sure. And I did read the description, so I know that the death is coming. So I should be ready for it, hopefully, whenever it happens. Now, the last episode, I had some problems because I recorded too early in the morning, so the sun was rising and my image got very washed out. Plus, these earbuds were sitting over here on my desk, away from my mouth, closer to the computer, where they were picking up me and the show, so that caused a lot of problems. And I was not able to figure out how to remove enough of the background sounds coming from the show. Hopefully, this episode will be better. Since I do have my earbuds in my ears, the microphone is right here by my mouth, and hopefully that won't be an issue. Now, last episode, we did see a lot more about the kind of inner workings of what was going on with the paparazzi, those photographers, the news groups, and everything. What was driving this frenzy for them to get these images and how much they were offering for it. But we also saw that Dodi's father was very well involved in getting some of those paparazzi out there, at least on the show. I don't know if that's what was going on in real life. On the show, looked like Daddy was very heavily involved, which, if if it ends up being because of his father's interference that he ends up dying, wow, like what a load to have on your shoulders. I would say he deserves it because what the hell? Sometimes you need to let your children be who they are, love who they love, and live their life the way they want to live their life, not try to interfere with it down to who they're going to be involved with and who they're going to be married with. This sounds familiar, like my complaints about the interference from the crown in all of those relationships that they ruined. Of course, those didn't seem to end in anyone's death, still ruin people's lives. And we also saw some of the reactions from other family members within the royal family to what was going on with Diana, to the reality that she had these images out that she definitely did not consent to, and this very massive invasion of privacy. And I think you could see just a teeny little bit of how that was also influencing her children. Because unfortunately, no matter how much you try to shelter children from things like this, especially when they get in their teenage years, there's not much sheltering you can do. Stuff like that ends up in tabloids, and the kids are going to find out. And having that stuff out, it affects everybody in the family. Now, I don't know what Dis-moi oui means, and I don't remember enough from that half a year of French class that I took to make any kind of real logical guesses either. Anyway, let's get to the episode.
We've been working on weaning you.
ثروتك ونفوذك هيبقوا أكبر من
Here it is. It's very sweet.
I'll have my secretary book me on a flight back as soon as possible.
Let's get you back home where you belong.
I don't know. I feel like home is where she's isolated and is not good for her mental health. Probably feels like this guy is taking care of her. She's getting something from him that she never got from her previous relationship with the prince. And here it is, the introduction to The Crown, Season 6. Remember, if you like this content, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't done it already and you'd like to, you can click the subscribe. And if you would like more notifications later, you can click the little bell and click all. That's totally up to you. And here it comes, The Crown.
The whole Kelly situation.
Well, take it from me, it's pretty upsetting knowing the man you love might have feelings for someone else.
Is this just as
I would
draining
never
on
have
her mental
guessed
health
she would
as
go
being
so.
married to Prince Charles was? The problem with feeling like people are following you and on your tail constantly, that I'm sure is very distressing. I think she did say that after getting divorced, she thought that she could kind of live a normal life, and it just became so much worse than she imagined it could be, primarily because of paparazzi.
Insults and the prejudice. Why can't Di find a nice English boy?
Away from England, anyway. sit under a tiny tree. Please take a picture of you. Oh, God, he was there.
Give us a kiss, Diana.
Everyone, step back.
That's not okay, people. You see somebody you idolize after, don't go running after them down the street or anywhere else.
Is there anything here you like?
I mean, that's quite nice.
So that sign had the Demoiselle on it. Not all of us care that much about jewelry. I guess at home, at least, she would not have this because she would have the protection of those walls. That place looks pretty secured and protected.
Hardly the best way of spending our last night together. I need to go home tomorrow.
Min collection, dis-moi oui.
Dis-moi oui معناها say yes to me مش كده.
Okay, so Demoiselle is say yes to me.
عايزك تبعت لي صورة على باريس وتجيب الخاتم.
Dude, you're sending them both to their grave and you don't know it.
We'll stop in Paris first.
What? Why? But I need to find time to phone the boys.
Of course.
Missing them terribly.
I think that one's all right. He looks a bit forlorn to me. What about...
What? Hunting? Which would be okay if he's okay with that. If you were like me, no, I would be so against killing an animal, especially when I was young. No way. I would have been like, this is heartless and unnecessary and horrible. Shooting, I did like. Shooting to kill, no. The accident happened at night, so they at least have the day alive.
It's a perfect little house waiting for the perfect couple.
She's like, what?
لو سمحت بطل تتدخل.
ماشي يا سبع البرومبا. سلام.
سلام.
Why the fuck have we gone this way?
We'll have to try something.
Are you okay?
An anxiety attack.
You've just missed him, ma'am. The prince has waited for your call, but it's gone back out again. I'm so sorry, ma'am.
When you're ready.
You ready?
Just knowing these are the last moments is just so hard to watch. And this simple idea of getting a last phone call with your kid.
I hurry the birthday gift it's been begging me for. And then I console myself with a blow dry.
Hi, Mummy.
Hello, darling. Finally, we can talk. How's Scotland? Cold and full of midges.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you got blooded too.
I might have done.
Oh, I can't bear it.
How's my Harry?
He's good. He's waiting to talk to you.
Hi, Mummy. Is he still going to introduce us to James Bond?
James Bond. Appropriate.
That's not the question.
Is it actually William that wants to ask?
Are you going to marry Dodie?
See,
No.
she's like, I don't know where this is coming from.
Newspapers are saying you will.
Like I said, media, they can make things look however they want.
I'm emphatically not going to marry Dodie.
Mummy just needs to make some changes to her life, that's all. But that's not your problem, that's mine.
I'll see you both tomorrow night.
I love you, Wombat.
This is a nightmare. We'll be better off at the Ritz.
So that's his dad's place. Oh boy.
I owe you the apology. You wanted to get back to London. I have a question. Tell me yes.
No. We need to talk urgently. There's only one person in the world this marriage would make happy. I can't make your father love you more by becoming your wife.
Actually, I...
Well, I'm not going to do it. What's that?
Food.
Well, I think you can eat. You have to eat.
Starving.
See?
Do us both good.
I can start a new range. Say no to me.
You won't be able to chain his happiness on the decisions that you're going to make because you won't be there to make any more decisions. Tell me what's wrong with me and what I should do about
Okay.
it. So, me and my best friend in high school, we used to play this game. It's just all coming up with the hugest insults we could possibly think of. It was always joking though, so it was never hurtful. Not that I remember. And it was always ridiculous insults that weren't really based on anything.
And losing sight of myself in the process has all been a bit mad recently. It's motherhood that's consistently made me the happiest. I need to spend more time with my children.
Sometimes you have to stand up to those that are causing the most problems in your life. I did. I was turned down.
An agreement was indeed reached. That there will be no engagement. But it's killing me, trying to be the person you need me to be.
I'd advise against that, sir.
Just do
Sir,
as I
it's
say.
mad, Alfred.
We'll send the same cars out the front. Princess and I will go in a third car.
At least according to this, we try to get rid of them.
Back to London tomorrow? Yeah.
Conduise. Tout de suite.
And I do remember them saying the driver had been drinking.
Vous allez jamais arriver à nous rattraper.
To try to diversion, but it didn't work there. I thought maybe there would be one or two people that stayed back to follow them or something. And then all went out. All right, everybody, that was episode 3. We got one more episode to go, at least from this batch that they dropped. And the next episode is called Aftermath. I mean, I don't know, like, what can you expect with an episode that is recreating the last day of Princess Diana? I don't know. I mean, it kept me on edge. It kept me tense. It kept me like worried and concerned about everything that was going on, making me think about those last moments and whether her kids got to have a chance to talk to her and all of that. What's going to happen with this ridiculous marriage proposal? And then the whole idea of Dodie's dad, like putting him up to all this when she obviously wasn't there. If that whole wedding ring thing actually even happened, I don't know. And see the kids all like packing up their stuff to get ready to go and see their mom, who's never gonna go. And from what I recall, everybody stayed there in Balmoral, so I don't think they actually went to London until days later. The idea that they had the foresight to do this diversion, which didn't work, and these people go and chase after them anyway. You can't take any of it back. It's just so freaking sad. Anyway, made a point to show that she had been in the accident, but not to show all the horribleness of it and everything. So it did what it needed to. Now, next week, we get to see the aftermath representation of the Queen's reaction, the children's reaction, and everybody else. Let me see when the next episodes are supposed to drop. So December 14th, so that's in almost 3 weeks. So we'll get the next episode done, and then we have a couple more weeks before the next episodes are dropped. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Until next time, I'll see you when I see you. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want more content, click subscribe. If you click that little bell and click all, then you'll get more content notifications.